All right, what is growing on? So I am back here in Thonotosassa, Florida. This is a cool project we started probably about a month and a half ago on a beautiful lake, Lake Thonotosassa. And I have to say, this area is just absolutely gorgeous. We're kind of in the area of 75 and I-4, if you're not familiar, kind of on that, what would that be, the northeast corner. Just a lot of beautiful trees. The ride back in here is gorgeous, some bigger lots, still some sprawling areas. In my drone footage, you'll notice the property that's just north of here, probably a 50 to 80 acre property that was an old citrus grove, kind of abandoned. Hope not to see that as another neighborhood. It would be awesome to see that as some type of agriculture again, but probably not going to happen. But this is the project where we have some loquats across the street. We actually cleaned up the oak trees here, cleaned up a little bit of the standard landscape, put some olives by the front door. Let me turn this thing around, show you guys what's growing on. The client here was sold on jasmine in the front yard because they really like white flowers, but it turns out the minimum jasmine does not flower, so it makes a great ground cover. You know, the landscape designer, whoever's here before us for the house, had this design of a running jasmine throughout, and it's a bit of a maintenance nightmare, and it also does not give you those white flowers. So kind of cleaned up a little bit of the standard landscape here a bit. There was a hedge that was kind of in really poor shape. We tipped out there in the center, put a multi-stem olive here, did a little bit of mulching. Overall cleanup, olives on either side of the front door. We even ended up getting the fountain running. And over here on this side, the fence is actually going to extend up probably about another 25 feet. So that's yet to be finished. Did a lot of grade work over there. Have a little sod patch in. We did relocate that willow tree. It's looking pretty sad. But I'll show you guys what else we had growing on here. All right, so heading into the backyard, pretty standard in the front, although we did slide in those loquats, did slide in those olives. Did the oaks, we did clean up the trees out here in the front yard. And that ends up happening on a lot of projects, whether some limbs are in our way or the tree guys take a little while to get out. As long as it's nothing super technical, I do like trimming trees, so it is something fun for us. We did bring in a contractor. We did the hardscapes here, did a little wall. Let me spin this thing around, show you guys what's growing on. Originally had a landscape bed at the end of this wall. Client ended up changing their mind, wanting some more travertine, so this hasn't been finished because of a little bit of a change order here, but put in a really nice deck. It's all pitched off to this side, heading into the drainage easement. Did a lot of drainage work here. This is the bed I was talking about that was originally going to be landscape, that now is an addition of travertine. We put some steps in, travertine along there, sports court was painted. Ended up having to cut this back, had some issues with easements. A little more travertine for that overflow, but guys, this property has already seen a frost, and the bahia is still pretty green for the most part. I will say that the cowpea took a little bit of a toll on that, but it's already coming back now that it's been a couple of weeks. I did get some info from the client yesterday. They aren't totally in love with the shell, thinking about trying pea gravel. So we might thin this out a little bit. We need to put a border on this eventually. And we're gonna try some pea gravel with some glue. They sell a really cool rock landscape glue, kind of lock it together. I'm gonna give that stuff a try. It's not something I've experimented with before. In here around the pool, they're gonna end up getting a cage. We have the dwarf yapoon holly, and they requested a couple of the Italian cypress trees. So butterfly garden, we've got all kinds of natives in here, gaillardia, a couple different types of salvias, some coneflower, native tea bush, non-native grafted gardenias on the entrance, a couple of olives up there, and a couple of rosemary got snuck in. This is gonna end up being kind of a fire pit, seating area. Oh, I did forget, we've got some tick seed in the olive tree rings up here on the top. And this is still undecided if this is gonna be a permanent location. Another reason why that little space wasn't finished up there yet. So as long as we get the approval, that's the forever home that will get finished out, little bench, maybe some more landscape through the area. All right, so we had some issues here with drainage easement and the pool being done and a lot of dirt being moved on site. County came in and said the slab was too close to the property line. We had to cut a couple of feet off of that because it was weeks before those guys could get back. We wanted to keep things moving. Ended up having to put a 6-inch drain all the way across the property to attach this drainage easement, which goes all the way here into the neighboring property, to the drainage easement on the other side, which will actually overflow to that Lake Thonotosassa. So a little bit of work that we don't usually do, but we'll do if it's in our way. We did end up laying the bahia here. Sod guys were a couple weeks out, another one of those things if we're here. working on stuff. We'll usually knock out things that are kind of out of our typical scope, but we can do. Cowpea is really lush, doing well here. A lot of our fruit trees are already starting to go deciduous. Peaches are dropping. Vitex looks a little rough probably from that first cold front. Turmeric's already going to sleep, but as you can see, cowpea is killing it. We need to get some trellises in place. We got a couple of passion vines here, and that same travertine that's all over the deck, side of the house, we used in the steps on both of these pathways, and I actually think we're gonna end up doing a little ring around that fire pit zone. So stay tuned. Cool little backyard food forest project though, and obviously you can see why we put in the bamboo. When you're out here in the backyard, you want a little bit of privacy, and no better privacy than a wall of green, a living wall. So clients here have a little archery target out, but avocados, star fruit here in the understory, which is not doing well. I thought we had it in a well-protected area. Not too happy with how this guy's doing. He is still showing some life, but we might end up having to put a new one in. We'll see. Same thing with this avo. Definitely got a little bit mad. Like I said, we've seen frost here already. I'm sorry, that is not an avocado. That is a pissed off Adamoya. Excuse me. I'm sorry, soursop Adamoya here on the end. Elderberry. And there's that old fence. So we've got some mulberries in here. We've got some more elderberry, turmeric, persimmons and mangoes and loquats. I think they ended up with about 35 fruit trees out in the backyard, lychee, longan. All right, so that is a wrap. It is the beginning of December. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd. I actually have some consultations to do today. I actually did some consultations yesterday. I'm a little off. Typically that's a Thursday, Friday thing for me, but we're trying to catch some clients that we've been missing. Hope you guys enjoyed this fun Thonotosassa project. This area is absolutely beautiful. That lake is absolutely amazing. I'd love to do some bass fishing out there one day. But if you guys want us to come and revamp your backyard or put a food forest in, raise beds, no matter what it may be, even a day job, if you happen to be in that Bay Area, give us a holler, let us know. We'd love to rip your grass out and put in something a little bit more useful. So guys, it is 2025, almost 2026. Prices of everything is going through the roof. If you are not growing food, you are slacking. So rip out that grass. Let's start a food forest. Let's put some raised beds in. Let's start small. You don't have to go big right off rip. Most importantly, pound dirt.